In the top right we do have Byun, and in the top left we do have Astrea playing on Ghost River, very close map. This could be super aggressive, we're gonna see. But yeah, let's jump back here for a second and talk about Zest again. So he is I think he has no father, so he's like a half orphan. And there's a law in Korea that forbids you to go into your military service if you are a half orphan. And you instead need to do a civil service, a mandatory civil service. And that's a thing where it can just get it, like they can just call you and say, all right, next week you'll go there, and you have to do it. And he's been waiting on that call for like a while, apparently. At least that was the stand last year. So he does not have to do the military service, but a mandatory civil service. And he's been waiting on that to kind of, because it applies the same rules as the military service. You're not allowed to compete or to earn money from everywhere or anywhere, right? And yeah, he's been kind of waiting on that call and hasn't really competing because of that. Yeah, I'll see if I can get like some additional information on those kind of standings and players, like after Riyadh maybe, or during Riyadh, and maybe we'll get some updates soon on those. But that's like the most recent update to Zest. And yeah, like idea, of course, the same as Rogue. Once the thing is done, well, he might just be back. I'm gonna see if I can get someone I know and trust on the topic and maybe to talk with him and ask him a little bit. By the way, Sim, thank you so much for the subscription there. Ling 40 hours. Alright, so Byun is going aggressive, as was foretold, and he's making a bunker. Oh, he's actually cancelling the bunker, so he's just gonna be happily sniping those workers here. Actually making a second Reaper. Oh, he's gonna get the first probe, but Stock is gonna be here. The bunker's gonna get cancelled, Zealot is out, and he did get one probe. I think this is still better for Astrea. Oh! Wow, that was a little bit over eager there. And Astrea gets the full scout, he sees everything here. Of course, this barracks is coming back, so it's not a second barracks. And there we go, Reaper's gonna kill that probe. He will scout the Stargate though. Oh my god, did he lose the other? No, there's the other Reaper. Of course, Byun does not lose Reapers. And Astrea is just going for Twilight Council. One gate so far. Let's see if it's gonna be 3 gates and some pressure, or if he's gonna go very... I think on this map you kind of always want to go 3 gate. But yeah, you can go like very greedy 2 gate as well and go into a fast expand. After an opening like that, Byun still having those Reapers around, I don't think you kind of want to be greedy. You want to have some extra units. You see the fast 1-1-1 setup behind this, Medivac on the way here, Widow Mines are being produced. Finally, Barracks is going to be back at home. Second Barracks actually, no third. So eventually going into a 2-1-1 setup it seems here. Already swapping out that factory there. Oh, okay, let's see. Is it going to be a Raven or is it going to be Banshees? I want to see a tech lab on a starport there. Byun has something technically planned here, a technical attack approach to the game. Let's see if he can make it work. Does Zest still play but just doesn't compete? That was the case last year. I'm not sure this year, but he did that through all the year last year, all 2013. I'm not sure exactly when he stopped competing, but my last update was that he was still playing, but not competing professionally. So I want to say chances are high he's eventually gonna come back. But yeah, we're gonna see when that's gonna happen. Oh, one middle mine is gonna get dropped here. Oh, oof. Okay. It's gonna retarget, and now he just... No, don't move in yet. There we go, now he can move in. He got 2 probes. He still has 1 more mine left. You need to be careful, he can still drop that one. He's gonna go ahead and do so now, but yeah, I don't think... Oh, kill it. Kill it with fire. Oh, he's actually gonna get the freaking 9 kills. Oh my god. And here I was sitting there last week saying how bad Widowmine drops are right now if you don't have anything else going on with them. So Astrea was a little bit greedy. He was very focused on killing that Medivac. And he was not focused enough on killing the Widowmine there, the second one. And he did scout. Oh, you're probably gonna go Banshee, so let's recall the Observer. The Observer's in a good position. This Banshee should get deflected here, no issues whatsoever. It's gonna take a couple probes with him, but... Oh my god, he actually gets away. Wow. So far, like, Astrea also has been getting a little bit unlucky, it feels like. It's gonna catch these 2 Reapers though. Ooh, one is gonna go away actually, wow. One is gonna stay alive. Look at how big that Observer is, man. It's almost as big as the Banshee. Kinda crazy. We need to make it bigger again. It needs to be bigger than the mothership. We need to patch it again, please, please. You know what they actually should have done is? They should have just made it visually bigger if you have it like this, you know? But the actual size should have been the same size still. So like if you are in the vision of the Terran or like the Zerg player, it should be bigger. But that's it. Yeah, one Banshee coming in here, trying to pick off some extra drones. Gonna find some, but only one there. And that's 2 Banshees, just gonna sit back there. Third base is gonna be operational here in a little bit. Kind of the same timing as the Nexus here for our Protoss player. And 4 more gates coming online. No, only 3 more gates with 1 forge there. Excuse me. And we do have some Colossus range coming in here. Double Colossus is about to be ready. And this should be enough to push back this army here. A little bit supply block there we see. This Colossus is not starting right now. This is chrono boosted. So unfortunate timing event here. Also, if you can get a cancel on this base. Oh my god, he's gonna kill the base. No. Astrea getting caught out of position a little bit there. Was not... That's what those Banshees did do. This Observer, it was recalled, remember? So you only have a Zealot sitting here right now. It should be kind of somewhere here. Scouting the front. And then he loses... Oh, he gets the Banshees at least, but... He loses another 2 probes. But yeah, he loses the Nexus. That's a big play there. Tempo-wise, this game is completely going here for Byun. He has a big army. He didn't... It was a free pick-off. He lost like 2 Marines or something. And Astrea, well, what are you gonna do now? It's just, oh my god, this would have been the angle actually to get, if he could have gotten 2 more swipes there, he would have kind of grilled 3 or 4 Marines there for nothing. That would have been the angle to keep shooting actually. But now we have a tank, we have Vikings. It's only a couple, but it's enough because this Protoss force is also not that big. Starting to shoot a little bit here at this area, but he's gonna find about a tank now and he's gonna blink back here. Now the vision is looking better and better for Astrea, but... I mean, what are you gonna do with that much vision if you don't have money to work with? Try and make something happen here. It's just gonna posture here for now, but it feels like this is not gonna accomplish anything. And he's gonna fall back his Colossus a little bit here, repositioning the army a tiny bit there. Byun? Well, he's just gonna wait another 30 supply-ish and then he's gonna push out. Town of Marauder, 2 is on the way there. It's not gonna finish for his push though. I think he's gonna get max first. And he's gonna start to poke with these Vikings now. He's gonna find the Observer there and this should prompt our Protoss player to pull back here. I'm gonna try to shave off some of those units. If he could get some of the Vikings, he's gonna get 1, that's nice. But having 1 Colossus down to half health is not nice. And we do have a Storm research here, almost done. It's not chronoed, but he might have needed that chronoed. He has the High Templars there, but it's not ready yet. It's 10 seconds off, and you... Okay, Byun is not gonna come in there, luckily you. Enough to scare him away though. He didn't have AMPs within his group there. photon cannon, that's always... Astrea has like some random buildings, usually defending his next side. Like one cannon, a pylon, a second backup pylon, which is a little bit out of position for warpins. It does not have fast warpins, and no shield battery. He's just gonna go ahead and throw down his new base. Maybe he's just gonna make a pylon wall or like a circle. Yeah, seems the way to create some extra vision. You kind of want to put one here, and or maybe over here. Yeah, you can also just keep the probe over here. Generate some extra vision. And Byun is gonna go ahead and take his 4th base. So now things have been cooling down a little bit. A couple more infrastructure things going online here. Stargate transition is gonna be started and attempted. It's also already going into +1 air attack. So Astrea wants to play the very long game. Let's split the map. Let's go ahead and I'll make carriers and you make Vikings, and let's see where we end up being. But Byun is kind of already ahead. He's already saying, alright, I already have 4 Vikings at a time coming out of these starports here, and he already has the +1 air weapons also on the way. Where's the armory? There it is. Astrea is gonna start ahead and see if he can make anything work here. Double Storm is gonna take out so many of those workers there. Beautiful stuff. 15 workers are gonna fall, and the recall is gonna sacrifice a Colossus though. But that was kind of a very cute thing there. And Byun is saying, alright, your army is actually not that strong. So what is Astrea doing right now? Look at the supply. If you look very close, you'll see he's never gonna get maxed at this rate. He's purposefully holding off maxing out right now, and is gonna go into additional tech. And he wants to max out on carrier and mothership at this point. Oh, this Templar is like 200 IQ, no, 200 mana, man. Oh my god, if these units get caught here, wow, that would have been the rotational error. But yeah, a couple carriers, 3 carriers into this army, and everything's gonna look completely different. He has enough supply. Oh, this guy is storming. Oh my god, throw down the storms. Some beautiful EMPs here, even preemptive EMPs kind of thrown down over here and there. Because he knows those are positions Astrea likes to take with the High Templars. I've actually never seen someone go that aggressive on EMPs there. Fusion core on the way. Try to go into some Liberator transition eventually, but do you actually need? And now he gets the scan, he gets confirmation. Alright, you're actually making carriers. That's where your supplies. Where's your army? He was looking around but not finding what he was looking for. Oh, if these ghosts get caught there, wow, that's already a good catch for those zealots. I mean, the tank with the assist there, these 3 tanks actually. It says they have 1 kill each. I wonder if those are the 2 ghosts. Of course, they did not count as kills into the kill count, unfortunately. They actually should do that, like friendly fire count. There we go. First few carriers are on the field now, so the army is starting to look better here for our Protoss player. Still have 2 Colossus. There's still a ton of Templars. Remember, they are super supply efficient. If we talk about supply efficiency, Banelings, for example, High Templars, man, they only cost 2 supply. They can throw down, what, 75 mana, they can throw down 3 storms. That's very supply efficient. They can feedback. They hit air and ground. Those. It's super good stuff. Alright, Byun going into tons of command centers here in positions where you can set up like planetaries and such. Well, even some for orbitals in his main base. Is going into a nuke as well. Let me see if I can set that up for a cool shot. Yeah, there we go. This is the nuke. And let's see how he wants to utilize it for harassment or to try and push the army. This is a weird thing. Okay, this is like an assassination force for SCV specifically. Maybe he can flank with some storms, that would be great. Not gonna go for that though. Those High Templars, they're kind of on their own right now. They need to rejoin the army here. He's gonna cancel this SCV and yeah, good cancel. Good on him. It's gonna move into this planetary force, and everything's fortress, and everything's kind of out of position. So yeah, you need to run through storms if you want to engage this army. But not gonna be the case here. It's gonna just let the base die and try to trade for a couple of units here. That was a beautiful pickoff there. This mothership is doing things with these turrets here. That's not something you want to do. That's not how this works. So what you do in that case is you make a couple sentries. You make hallucinations actually. You make some hallucinated carriers or something with high HP. Oh boy. And the mothership falls. Minus 300, 300. We do have some flanking High Templars here. This one has been scouted by the SCV, by the way. Should go ahead and snipe that, as Byun is gonna split off some units. Maybe not using a Templar was, a Ghost was a mistake there. Gonna lose 3 units. Yep, we saw that. Can take that off the list. And we go ahead and go into a split map scenario here. Astrea against Byun. On the first map, Ghost River, which kind of tends itself to very split easily in the late game. Oh, some beautiful storms here zoning out that area. He's actually gonna feed back those ghosts. Saw some of them. He's gonna lose 1 Templar here, unfortunately. He's gonna at least storm again, but only gonna find some damage. Energy for energy there. Losing that Templar, not what you were looking for. Byun kind of scrambling to get that base, and he needs to get this going as well. I mean, as long as Astrea doesn't get those bases, it's gonna be fine, but you need to be careful if you're Byun. Oh, he's gonna snipe a Templar. That's a nice pick off here. This Liberator is gonna get killed by a mothership. Is this actually harassment defense mothership? That kind of killed it very quickly, man. It has 6 attacks at 8 damage. How much damage is that? Oh, beautiful EMP there on the whole bulk of the Protoss army. Templars out of energy here. So the mothership actually has some sick damage there, 8 times 6. But yeah, the first big real fight where both armies get reset is still waiting. Still sitting here. People have been shaving off some units, but that's about it. Mothership is going to rotate here from the bottom, but there's already a turret set up down here as well. He's actually setting up turrets down here as well now. Turret man Byun, man. Kind of going crazy on those turrets. He's actually gonna scout with a turret this mothership here. And there's gonna be a recall, but there's no base. Even if you recall over here now, I mean, he can kill this planetary or base actually coming in, but can he actually? It's so far out. It feels like he can't really finish it off. Gonna try to force the issue here. He's gonna try to push in this area. I mean, as long as he can recall back home, he'll be safe. Oh! Oh, don't clump up so much, Mr. Byun. And there we go. He's just gonna assassinate a lot of stuff and just gonna recall out again. Gonna lose some stalkers there. So this is always expensive if you lose so many units on the recall there still. And having a more air-focused centric army definitely is gonna make that a lot better there for you. Because you will be able to stack them better and recall all of those. Gonna land some mules here. Alright, so Byun is playing building wars, man. He's playing turret defense. Let's have a look at how many turrets we actually do have after this fight here. We are looking at 37 turrets right now. And Astrea has 17 cannons and 9 shield batteries. He's actually gonna try to commit here into the army. I don't know if this is the right thing you want to do right now. I mean, those ghosts are low, but you can start trading here. He has so much money banked up. He's actually gonna overwhelm this force here from Byun currently. Man, just pushing through. But they are liberators now. So those liberators, man, you look at the interceptor numbers. They're gone. That's what Liberators do for you. If you have +3 Liberators and you have like, what? He has 5. They are shredding Interceptors like nothing. It's insane. And finally things have swung in the other way. Now, Astrea is kind of pushed back here, needs to run away, needs to keep his carriers alive. But Liberators against Interceptors is one of the counters that's completely underplayed. A lot of people don't see it as a counter. But it actually is. Liberators do counter carriers in these numbers. What they don't counter is Tempest. That's why you usually see people to try and commit to more Vikings. Because Vikings are better at sniping Tempests. And they are decent at sniping carriers, but not good against Interceptors. Versus Interceptors, it's definitely the Liberator with the air splash. Let's have a look. Do we have an unsieged Liberator right now? I don't think there's one in this group. No. We did siege all of them. I hope he unsieges one. I want to actually see the damage value. With +3 libs. Alright, let's set up them. So what you do at this point, you also throw down a Nexus here so you can overcharge. Oh, there we go. Nuke is coming in here. It's gonna fly out of the base. And Astrea is gonna try and assassinate that ghost, but it's not gonna find the mark, so just gonna cancel these buildings, and he's gonna lose. Oh, he's gonna lose a lot of these 4 cannons actually, and that's when the nuke is worth it. He's gonna try to throw down again a lot of batteries and cannons here. I'll sacrifice some probes maybe. Start to move them back. Alright, let's see. Still Liberators are only sieged here. It's 4 Liberators and they're all sieged right now. I really want to see a unsieged Liberator. Yeah, so someone's saying no Marines. There's 8 Marines right now, 8 Marauders and 9 Ghosts. That's basically the firepower. 25 Vikings, so he's completely air game at this point here. A tiny bit of ground support. Trying to go for more and more Vikings here. That's Byun's answer, and he really needs to commit to +3 plating. He wants to go this deep. 10 Vikings. Wow. 10 Vikings. Oh, there we go. Liberator unsieged. He's doing 8 damage 2 times. That's 16 damage, and that's splash damage. 16 splash damage. I think they're 2-shotting Interceptors at that point. I'm not sure exactly how much health an Interceptor has, because you can't click on those. They shouldn't be far above 40. And they were 2020 back in the day. He's gonna cut. He even has some stasis ward. This is EMP'd stasis ward. I've never seen that before. And there we go. Liberator sieging up here. Of course, he does have 90 damage versus ground like this. Wow, it's so much damage, man. Trying to go for some assassination. It's gonna pick 2 of these Tempests here out of position a little bit there. For Astrea. And yeah, let's see, man. This map it's kind of going more and more into those late, super late games. Alright, man. We have now 31 Vikings. And Nuke coming in here. Do we have actually Ghost Cloak? Yeah, there is Ghost Cloak. So you can cloak that one, but of course there's a Oracle, so doesn't matter. He needs the zone. He's gonna land a nuke, yeah. I love it. Astrea maybe not aggressive enough with this forward. Byun is pushing with nukes. But this is a lot of money Astrea has been investing in right now, and like 1 nuke to clear out that much. That's a little bit of a blunder, it feels like, here by Astrea, not focusing on those ghosts starting these nukes. He really needs to snipe those if he wants to push that aggressive with static D. There we go, finally +3 plating coming online here for Byun. It's gonna run into a couple storms. Oh my god, those storms are so juicy. Oh wow. That was some juice there. +3 shields coming on. Oh my god, man. What a game. Alright, let's have a look at the unit counts here. I think this is gonna be more interesting. We have 4 carriers still standing strong here. So it's gonna be Tempest Storm against Viking Ghost here. Trying to come in here. Byun is gonna snipe a little bit of those units and gain some position here. But Tempests are still holding strong. Did miss the attack a little bit, but he still sees the army, man. That's where you see like Oracle Tempest. It's kind of difficult to control, but it's such a strong composition. Crazy. Yeah. Synergy is crazy, man. That tech spell in conjunction with the super range Tempest, it's such a crazy synergy. Gonna lose a Tempest here. Did not save it. The scan is gonna confirm the kill. It's gonna clear that mothership as well, and couple storms to try to cover the retreat here for Astrea. Alright, so Byun still has some money left here, but it feels like everything is about to start and mine out here in a little bit. Astrea should not throw away probes with money in their hands. He has a big bank though. Let's have a look at the resource lost. It's very even, but if we look at the building tabs, we do have still 30 turrets against 20. I guess it's about the same. But yeah, we're currently in a big fight here, locked, and a ton of Vikings did just go down to some storms there. Byun needs to pull back. Gonna try and go again in onto those Tempests. He's been reducing the number, but it feels like his Vikings are getting reduced way more than what he's achieving here. He should repair those, man. There are so many red Vikings right now. One more storm and most of them are gonna fall. Gonna go ahead and try to repair them, but again chasing a little bit far here. It feels like into a storm, and there we go. That was just like 6 Vikings for that one Tempest. That was pure greedy Byun. Definitely a mistake. Should have repaired them first. Only taken his healthy Vikings to chase those Tempests over extending, because it was a bait. Oh, so Astrea did lose his whole mineral line down here, but not that he cares too much. He still has enough to mine out the map. And that's what he's gonna do on his side. And then he wants to throw away most of his workers anyways. He's gonna refill with more and more army here. As you can see, 3 more carriers actually on the way. This immortal might just be cannon fodder. Oh. Storm's not going off here, a lot of the kind of blanket EMPs here. A nuke is gonna start, and this is a crazy situation. If this could have gone off, nuke onto the army. Another storm guy coming there from the north, and this is the time where the money is kind of diminishing here for our Protoss players. You can see this is where the 20 probes are actually not feeling that great. But he might have just enough here to push through. Byun is still thinking on kind of what to remake. He needs to reset that air army, but his Vikings are gonna fall here. He's gonna take 1 more Tempest with him. Now he can just remake Marines. He did snipe most of the important tech units here from the Protoss player. And he still has a ton of ghosts, so he can just remake Marines. He's gonna also remake some Vikings. That one interceptor. Really trying to snipe those ghosts there on the retreat, Astrea that is. Astrea still has money to mine. He needs to kind of resaturate that base there in the bottom right, or bottom left, sorry, and get that one going again. I mean, these guys, they're still efficiently mining. There's one too many here, and this Liberator, he's been sitting here for a while, but doesn't even have anything to kill there. There's no idle probes. He's actually making probes now. I don't think that's a good call. I don't think that's a good call. I think you should just resaturate that base. Just pull some probes from here. And like a couple from here. Resaturate the base down there. He only made like 5 probes, so I think it's not terrible. You can remake a few probes there. He made like 1 circle of probes basically. Let's see if he's gonna make a few more. Maybe just to resaturate this base as fast as possible, because he needs some extra income. He is moving a Tempest in position to keep this spot here from the Liberator. And Byun, well, Marines are pretty good, 3-3 Marines, they're a very good unit. It's something you can easily remake. And that's his choice, Viking Marine, with a few Medivacs there. I'm gonna find an observer. Everything's kind of expensive at this point. This map, it mines out very fast. You can split it very evenly, then you can get a big bank, and then it's never gonna get your second bank. And that's, I feel like a lot of people are still a little bit underestimating about this map. How fast it mines out. See, there's nothing left for Byun. He should start, he actually did mine this. This is the last remainder of his mining. And Astrea still has a lot to work with. He is a very low comparatively right now in supply. But the army supply is actually not that big of a difference. It's only 20 supply and it's a huge marine count, 50 marines, so it's not that high value supply. While we only have like 3 zealots and 7 stalkers there on the other side as gateway support basically. So he's been remaking nothing but high quality units. Byun kind of going back into his low tier, and he's gonna throw down some nukes now. Gonna see if he can't find like an angle, which is gonna be hard to tech, but then he moves his army in. He's gonna reveal the ghost there and try to push back Astrea's forces, and Astrea might have not noticed actually. Oh, he knows now. Oh, wait, it got cancelled? Oh no, it actually, it finished. Sorry, excuse me. Gonna finish the nuke. It didn't really hit that much though. Was expecting a little bit more. Mothership is gonna get killed here again by the Viking bulk there. Man, both players so low on money here. Astrea finally got this one operational again. Gonna be enough here for a while. He should transfer some of these probes here, or some of these. Gonna do so, and now he needs to save the space. He needs to go down. This is actually forfeitable. There's still some money actually to be mined, but you can kind of leave that on your own. He needs to get vision on this group of units down here. He doesn't see it until it's there. He's gonna lose all of the static defense here in a matter of seconds, and Byun is actually gonna start mine from here. I say, alright, I need this money. He's gonna throw them some mules, and he's gonna force the engage here, and it feels like he is having the upper hand here. But is he though? Is he though? If he could get one storm into this kind of bulk of marines, everything would just fall apart. But it feels like it might just still be enough here from Astrea. Things are swinging in his favor. We only have Medivacs remaining. Astrea is going to take the game. What a game. Wow. Both players being super broke there. You mind showing us Reese's lost tab arms? I'm sorry. Already went too far there. But I had it in the middle of the game. It was very even. Both players were losing when it was like 30k to 32k or something. And actually Byun was a tiny bit ahead there. In the end, of course, it swung into Astrea's favor, but Byun was trading a little bit more efficient. The issue was, though, he had too many structures. He was investing more into structures. And of course, after he was nuking all these kind of defensive structures for Astrea, right, he had like, he never really lost his super turret amount. So he had those resources tied up, but he didn't lose them. And Astrea did lose those. That's why the resources lost tab wasn't actually that accurate in the very late stages, because like he kept nuking the middle spot, right? So you trade like a nuke, which is 100 for a, what, 7 cannons and 2 batteries each time. That's like 1,000 resources, or more than 1,000 resources. So it swings very easily into the Terran favor there. Yeah, Astrea takes the game. Both players super broke at the end there. Crazy game number 1. Beautiful stuff here. And we will see the next map here. In the top left we do have Byun playing for Shopper Rebellion, and the bottom right playing for Virtus Pro. Actually, it is Astrea. I was talking with him a little bit at Dallas, and he's quite happy with that new team. It's been very supportive and giving him a great financial situation apparently. So, and completely focused on playing the game right now. And as far as I remember correctly, I think he has a 1-year contract, so it's not gonna end with the World Championship there, but gonna go on actually for a longer one. Very close one. Fine, no worries. Yeah, sorry. Insane game, nice game. Definitely great game. Oh, and remember, it started like this. We had a proxy barracks. Making 2 Reapers. Oh, same thing again. Double gas though. So I think it was not a double gas last time. Maybe it was. Maybe you always double gas behind this. I actually can't remember. It was so many minerals ago. A beautiful position here actually. Just outside of vision. You can see. Of course the high ground saving him there. Astrea needs to keep guessing. Where is it gonna be? Where is it gonna be? Go prop coming in here is gonna find a depot and nothing else. And that's when you say, alright, you're not AFK, are you? Where's your barracks? He's gonna Reaper wall this with a core and a gateway, so this is already significantly weaker than the last map where there was no wall. And I wonder even if it's gonna be more than 1 Reaper. There's also, it seems, not gonna be a bunker. The SCV did move back, coming in right now here to make this depot. And there was a bunker attempted last game. Yeah, it's 1 Reaper into a float back. So this is kind of just a faster scouting, and maybe you can pick a probe, which would be a good pick for the Reaper. They're actually pulling a ton of probes here. And sometimes I wonder if this is the wrong approach, because you will lose that kind of threat to surround the Reaper. So you just pull, you don't even pull anything to fight. You just like have the Reaper sit here and you just pull back the workers over here. So if the Reaper wants to go in and kill a worker, it has to go around, then you can pull the probe back over here. Or it will try to go through the probes, and then you can go quickly snaps around. I sometimes wonder which defense is better. I kind of have seen that snaps around approach defense be a lot cleaner than the other one, where you try to chase with a ton of workers. This could be a good pick-off here, if you can find the Reaper. We're gonna see one more shot would do the trick. Not gonna get the shot though. But we have 3 Stalkers on the hunt. This is when we're going like full Alien versus Predator. And the Predators are coming in, try to assassinate the little lowly human. And they're gonna find the kill there and move back to the base. This is where the head gets like disemboweled, or what it's called. It just flies off the torso. And the predators start laughing and just go back, hunt the next alien. Alright, 4 Widow Mines this time. So let's see. The Widow Mine drop did do super great last game. It killed 9 probes, if you remember, and then we had the Banshee follow-up, which didn't do that great, but it kept like some pressure on Byun, and it forced some pressure on Astrea, and it forced a recall on an observer, which allowed like a little bit of a timing attack there for Byun to kill the 3rd base for free. That's actually a lot of stuff that went down there. We got 1 probe going into 2. 1 mine going into 2 probes there, and 1 for 1, so it's 3 mines and the medevac and the 4th mine for 3 probes. Perfect defense here from Astrea this time. Definitely where you want to be as a Protoss player. Interesting stuff here from Byun. It's gonna say alright. I'm not gonna go into extra barracks this time. I'm gonna say stick on 1-1-1 setup and go into a 3rd command center very fast again here. And he's gonna try and hold with a Cloaked Banshee and tank. But there's already a Warp Prism out, so observers are available here. The Banshee's coming in and go to try to ham on those probes here and kill as much as he can, but I think Astrea might just kill Byun here, no? He can maybe just finish him. Gonna lose some of his workers, but the Banshee's just shooting at a refinery right now. Now it's moving in again. He needs to be a little bit careful though with his stalkers. He does not want to lose those. And there we go, Banshee is here, but Observer's already there as well. And I feel like this is going great for Astrea. He can blink in again at the main base if he wants to, and he's gonna go for it. There's no defense sitting here. This is what you get if you open with such a little infrastructure here as Byun. This is the danger there. Astrea doing some wonderful micro with the prism and the basically double blink. But Byun is not gonna get broken. As I say that though, he's at least on 3 CCs, but he's on 21 SCVs. Sorry if there was a weird sound, but yeah, is this already too much? It might just be. This Banshee's not gonna do anything, it's just gonna run out of energy. And that's a nice shot though from the siege tank, gonna deny this drop here. Now it's out of position. These stalkers just trying to intercept any Banshee they can. Was kind of anticipating a Banshee move out there, it's not gonna happen. Stalkers are actually gonna kill the depot there, that's kind of crazy. No, he's gonna save it. Wow, Byun. A man on fire, literally, with a depot on fire. And now we have shield batteries. There should be a shield battery here. But double Banshee, of course, can work their way through a battery as well. There's gonna be stalkers with an observer in position though, and Byun needs more. He needs more than just these 4 builds. He needs a full mineral line. He needs like 16 workers, and then he will be back in the game. And he's still not out of it, but this is a very good position for Astrea. It's going up to 8 gates, it seems, and oh, it's gonna find the Banshee here. And maybe even pick off the last one as well. It's gonna try to rotate down here, but there's a shield battery in play, but they're not gonna find any damage. 2 stalkers are waiting for the Banshee here. The natural as well. The one from the main still not running out of energy there. Trying to come back, but not gonna find anything. I think the other one in the natural also was just sniped here by those 2 stalkers. So all of the pressure now gone here from Astrea. He can fully commit to an attack. Infrastructure finally coming up here from Byun. This is kind of a funny setup. And we do have a bulk of marines, but you need some bunkers with this. This is not gonna be enough. There's so many gateways also coming online here in just a second. There's still the prism. It has zealots now with it. They do have charge. +1 is about to finish here. Finally some stim and combat shields are coming up though, and missile turret to try to defend this war prism is gonna be in a perfect position. Crazy. He's just making a turret on that prism. Astrea's just sitting there. Lovely stuff. Alright, going into a 4th base. So Byun, now with stim and combat shields, with his first medivacs coming out, he needs to push down. He needs to secure his low ground, he needs to secure his 3rd, he needs to get a 4th. He needs to kind of pick up the pace here. And he's gonna start and do so. Push down now to the low ground. He needs to be careful though, +1 stalkers are waiting there, trying to pick off any medivacs. Going there for some high value targets. Oh, he's gonna lose the observer as well, by the way. Beautiful scan here. And trying to go for some marauder assassinations here. Getting a marine. Had to eat some tank shots though, but this could be the breaking point. We do have a ton of zealots. If he kind of reinforces again with another 6 zealots, and then these 2 in the prism and this thing, I think with the immortal and the guardian shield, he should be able to break this army. He might even set up a big flank here. We're gonna see. He also can use those zealots for a run by into a natural. But there's still an army kind of waiting in the natural, so you need to be actually careful. Byun is kind of positioning himself smartly, it seems. This prism is gonna go into the main base. Is it gonna get sniped before the weapon? Yes, indeed it is. But those zealots are actually not doing as much as he wanted to. We have some static defenses, some buildings here in the way, so this attack is completely falling flat at this point. Byun was kind of baiting Astrea into his base there. Of course, only losing the prism, not the warping in zealots there in money, is a little bit of a saving grace there for Astrea, so he's not going to lose as much of a lead. But it feels like Byun is starting to even out the game a little bit again here. Of course, he's still behind in upgrades. We're gonna get 2 to 1 here in just a second for Astrea, and 2-2 is still ways off here for our Terran player, so he'll be behind on upgrades for a while. There's gonna be a Dark Shrine, there's gonna be 2 more robotics facilities here to create those robotic units. And we're most likely gonna go into a Dark Templar Blink. By the way, thank you so much, Foxer, for raiding. Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. We currently have Byun against Astrea in a super late game lock. No. So we had a super late game earlier on Ghost River, and this is gonna be map number 2. Astrea kind of taking that game there. So far, by the way, if you look at the resource loss, it's been super even trading. But Byun is in a little bit of a pickle. He's quite far behind. He lost a ton of workers early on in the game. I think 20 workers. And he's been scrambling to try and come back into this game here. We are, though, sitting at a good tech composition. He is gonna have ghosts now in the mix. And he's been only sitting back, so he's gonna have ghosts, he's gonna have Vikings to counter these Colossi, and Astrea's just saying, alright, I have map control, you're just gonna sit back, I don't need to kill you, I can just go ahead and take the bases I want. And get the upgrades I want. Gonna set up some harassment now. He has all of these zealots in position here to run by. But this is also something where Byun sees this and say like, alright, I can just get some units for free kind of. And try and go and clear as much as he can from the zealots. Astrea is not gonna just lose them, he's gonna pull them back. Wow, yeah. He knew there was turrets being set up. He already flew over like one earlier, so he should have known. Definitely a mistake there. Try to be a little bit impatient. Gonna go ahead and pick the sensor tower. That's a nice target here. Probably fall back with these zealots. He's gonna lose a lot of those now. And another nexus coming up here for our Protoss player. Raptors are online now, so let's see where they actually rally and what's gonna happen. So he has them at the front, he's gonna shoot one amazing one, a second more amazing one, and then he's gonna lose the army. Even though he had like the 2 greatest disruptor hits of all time in Field Snag, still gonna lose the army. Wow, there was a beautiful clash there from Byun. Definitely a mistake from Astrea being out a little bit. With 2 less zealots to support and tank for his army there. Now he's transitioning into more and more disruptors though. He's gonna keep off that Colossus route. And we're gonna see if he can connect again as beautifully as he did earlier there. Gonna lose the first disruptor there to some tank focus fire, but this is the actual story. The T's are not gonna kill the base though. Beautiful lift there. Oh, ghost. Oh, he's gonna lose the ghost. That tank has been a great anchor point here for Byun. 1 DT is gonna stay and prevented CC from landing. Another nexus going down here for a Protoss player, and I think Byun has been starting to trade better and better now, but it's definitely not what you're looking for yet. You're looking for more bases. Astrea has been trying to overwhelm. He's been playing a very gateway heavy style. He's gonna take another whatever, what is it, 6, 8 units there. And this might just swing the game actually into Astrea's favor. Just gonna pick apart this 3rd base here from Byun, and Byun's units are so low. Even if they don't die to the disruptor in one shot, they should die to the zealots because they're not healed up. They're so low in health. The zealots are actually killing those units now, even with the medivacs. And again, taking a ton of SCVs with him here. Only zealots disruptor, and Byun is just gonna GG. Beautiful stuff here by Astrea.